Oh. Wait, why can I still hear myself? Oh. Wait, why can I still hear myself? Oh, that's open, that's why. Oh, that's open, that's why. Oh, that's open. Right. Right. Well, I'm gonna manage to set everything up. Well, I'm gonna manage to set everything up. Well, I'm... Okay, let me restart my browser so I can get rid of that. I gotta put the music back on, but run ads. No, I do not want to follow the World Cup on Firefox. Let's just restart that. Oh wait, did I post it to the... Aha, okay, good. Wait, is this playing on the laptop? I believe it is. 1 second. No, we're good. Oh, pre-stream, let me get the oven started. Take my headphones off, make sure there's no background sound. Is that the music, or was that my headphones that just lagged? Ugh. Ugh. Hello. Oh, the dancing got cut off. Oh well, my timing was slightly off. Howdy. 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 How do you D? Obviously, the kitchen stream birthday something, I don't know. I just started the oven. That'll get to 350 eventually. I don't really have a plan. I mean, technically I do have a box cake available, but I think I'm just gonna do a little at-home winging it cake. I have a silly idea. We'll get there. We'll get there. Flying by the seat of my pants as usual, or whatever that phrase is. I felt like I was gonna say something. I care. Oh, well, I guess I could mention one thing. Dan graciously gifted me a pair of wireless headphones, or bone conducting ones. They're surprisingly not that expensive, I guess, these days, and they work really, really well. So, I'm pretty happy with them. Obviously, the delay for Bluetooth headphones isn't, like, good enough that you can do, like, gaming, so that's why I haven't had them on stream much. I wear them, like, all the time otherwise. But it means I can hear the music during these streams now. Between borrowing his lapel, which is much nicer than my other lapel was, and having these now, I feel like I can actually have like and also my new webcam and everything, I feel like we've really upgraded the setup recently. But anywho, I guess getting down to it. Can I like can I have them like No, not quite. There we go. Sure. Oh, what a horrible noise. Oh, terrible. Hopefully that didn't pick up on the microphone. Okay, so first thing is first, liquid. Obviously my birthday being on a Wednesday means, you know, everybody's probably busy. So probably not the most eventful little stream, but it's tradition enough. So I'll still do it. How do I make cake? I feel like cake, the liquids tend to just be like, if I'm being very basic here, just a bit of egg, a bit of oil. I really don't want to make a big cake, because again, my brother did buy like a box cake. We were going to do something with. Let's get this angled in here. That is such a nice, like, the thing on this camera is really, really good. Yeah, I feel like, you have the most excuse to nod off today. I don't know, maybe the Mario Party music will get crazy in a little while. Slightly more off screen. I don't know why I'm keeping the foxes available. They must watch. I'm really not measuring anything out today. This is not like my really like, so my cookie stream was very, I guess you could say, scientific. Compared to today's stream. Today's stream is fully vibes, and like, I don't plan to make anything crazy, but I do have a silly idea in mind. I just have to figure out how to fully pull it off. Get a good bit of vanilla in there. What else do I want to put in this phase? I think, again, my combination, vanilla as a base, a bit of honey. I shouldn't have been putting that on that because it's a bit thick. A bit of honey. Where is it? To go with that, just like a pinch of ginger. And... oh, dust. Oh, don't make me sneeze. Not now. And a dot of maple syrup. That is my go-to combination for a sort of vanilla adjacent flavor combo. may have gone just a little extra. Like, well, I don't know. This isn't gonna be like the biggest cake ever, so, you know, even just a tiny bit of maple syrup would have gotten a surprisingly good amount of maple flavor in there. Again, this isn't really going to be a very big cake at all. The intention is to make a very small cake. I'm just debating if this is still, like, too small. Because the dry ingredients is pretty much just, like, doubled up on the wet ingredients, and this is, like, really not much at all. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make icing later as well. I should have gotten out butter to soften. I mean, no, these streams, the point of these streams is to make stuff kind of like by hand. I was gonna say, he also bought icing, which unfortunately, so I'm in a comical spot. We were gonna make like a soda cake. As the silly little thing. But, the thing is, he got icing, and I don't think he realized soda cake is so sweet. You generally just kind of make, like, just a cake or cupcakes or whatever. Icing actually does make it almost a little too much. So we're just gonna have icing forever now. I'm debating what I want to do. I could just put a little bit more oil in here. I don't know. I mean, I could use a little bit of butter and melt some butter into it or something, but I don't know. I'm just keeping it simple today. I don't think today's stream's going to be very long. I mean, it's just a simple cake. I guess there is going to be a point where we're just like, I guess while I'm making the icing, like, okay, so the cake's gonna have to go in the fridge or the freezer for a while to cool down. Speaking of which, okay, we don't have too much in here. So, I'm making space so that I can put it in without putting it next to anything that's frozen. I don't want to risk, oh, jeez. I don't want to risk warming up a radius in the freezer and warming everything with it. Okay, set this aside for a second. So I just have to, essentially just mix basically the same amount of flour and baking soda as I did the wet ingredients. Honestly, I hardly really need this. I'm just kind of doing it over here in case there's anything I think of that I should add. The dry ingredients, I've realized, I guess I gotta add salt too. The process of doing like dry ingredients for batter, I 100% understand the chemistry of it all, but sometimes it doesn't entirely feel necessary, you know? One thing I will do. So, okay, I've been getting peanuts from Costco. There was like a batch of peanuts that was like the saltiest things in the world, to the point where I sifted them. Like I shook them in a sifting thing. So that batch of peanuts plus another batch, this is like, I mean, some of it's like peanut crust stuff. But a lot of this is just salt. Like, man, if you eat a lot of peanuts and you sift them, you almost don't need to buy salt. Not quite that amount, but so it's really a lot of salt. And it's definitely salt. I'm actually not sure how salty I want this. I really don't need more than like a pinch. Again, this isn't the biggest batch. It's just a small little cake for today. Baking soda. Oh! Okay, that was too much. Well, I shook it one too many times. I probably shouldn't, but I'll just add a tiny bit of that. Okay, I can fix this. It's just gonna taste a little weird with that much baking soda, I think. Where did we put that? What is this? No, that's the actual preserver. One second, I'm trying to find, I'm almost certain we have citric acid somewhere up here. If I put a little citric acid in, it should balance out the flavor a bit. Where in the world? I'm almost certain we have citric acid. I mean, I could use, if I have to, I could even just use a little bit of vinegar or a little bit of lemon juice. I mean, obviously lemon juice probably flavor profile makes the most sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost certain we have citric acid, but I'll just add a little tiny bit of lemon juice to the liquid ingredients. Oh, it's all the way in the back. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, obviously we are just a tiny bit of this in here. Obviously the chemistry of it is just to make sure certain things like the, oh, the screen turned off. Just to make sure they don't bubble up before they need to. But again, sometimes it doesn't feel entirely necessary. I guess it depends kind of what you're making. Just grabbing this. Oh, I got some flour on the side. I don't think I'll start the icing until I put the cake in the freezer, so I guess we'll just sit on the floor and watch it rise or whatever for a little bit. Before I forget, might as well use some of the butter to just butter up the pan. Make the sort of underside of the cake have a nice vibe to it as well. Gotta find like where to hold this for the camera. This is one of those cake pans that like can pop open. Where do I put this? So I don't have, okay, I maybe slightly have it in view. I was gonna say, I haven't emptied the dishwasher yet, so admittedly the sink's kind of full. Probably don't want that lingering on camera. Just getting every single little bit out. Borf day. All 30 of them. I suppose 30 is a big number. We do tend to value the 10 digits. I feel like one of those things as you get older, okay, I think batters are supposed to be more liquidy than this, so I should probably add a little bit more of something. This is, oops. Maybe like a little bit of milk and oil, and I've made cookie dough! Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, I think I can fix this. Probably just a little bit of, like, milk is fine. Actually, probably a second egg would have been a good idea. We'll see what this amount of milk is, and then we'll just do a second egg. Because a second egg would be good to keep it fluffy. I actually do wonder what sort of texture this would end up with. Just like a big cookie. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna commit to the second egg. I was debating earlier and I didn't grab the second one out of the fridge. But yeah, it's like, I feel like, you know, you have a lot of birthdays that I guess are supposed to be meaningful, at least culturally, you know, in the United States. You know, 16, 18, 20, 21. 25 is like, you know, that sort of quarter way kind of feeling to it. And then 30, I feel like is the last one where maybe people care. There we go. That should be fine as like a cake batter. And then it's just like, yeah, I don't feel like 40 is noted as much for people. But 50 is like, I guess, considered the big 5-0. So the intention here actually is to put a very small cake in a very large pan, if you're wondering. I have not, like, horribly miscalculated. I did have smaller pans if I needed them. The question is whether or not the bumpy pattern on the bottom, if I should have maybe added some parchment paper. Because it might be difficult to get this out. Just because, like, the size of it versus the texture of it. The ratio's a bit wackier. Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's I guess next year for you. I don't like thinking about the numbers anymore. Maybe if I had achieved something by now. I mean, what? I don't like thinking about the fact that my stream has been, like, I've been probably streaming for a good, like, 10 years now. Perhaps after 10 years of no progress, we start to consider, whether or not the hiatuses should have been forever. I mean, what? I don't know. This year might be the last, like, big attempt at the streaming thing before I, like, maybe lose interest and try just doing other things. Because I do spend a lot of time on it. Oh my gosh, this is actually so thin in this pan, though. I hope I didn't overdo the idea of the small pan. It's also very not the most, like, liquidy. So, again, we're just winging a cake. Maybe I should have also, like, wet it. Like, the edge of it. I forget whether wetting the edge of it has benefits or not. I feel like it helps it kind of not stick, but also maybe helps it brown more evenly or something? I don't bake cakes very often. I feel like if I were to bake them more often, they would have to be like cupcakes. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can't. Yeah, it is. It is a thick batter. Wow. Well, we're winging it. So, yep. Oven's preheated. Charge purge. In we go. And, now we wait, I guess. If you can forgive the dishes in the sink for a second, I'm going to clean the two things I used. Actually, I definitely have to clean this one. Cleaning is just part of the cooking streams, you know? I'm using a lot of water. That's just how cooking be. I feel like compared to other cooking stuff, maybe this is the part that makes these the most real. Also this. See, that's the one thing. I feel like if I ever wanted to do proper cooking tutorials, I should, by the way, is the music too loud? That's the one thing I still can't tell, because it's fine in my ears, but I can't hear myself. So, well, I mean, I can hear myself, just not like the actual audio comparison. Whoa. Okay. Okay, cool. If you think it's fine, then it's probably fine. But yeah, if I were to do actual cooking tutorials, I think I actually would include the cleaning process of everything I use. Because I think that's, for, like, actually doing, like, cooking and everything, like, things around the kitchen, you can make, like, a food tutorial and then, like, just use everything that you want. But it's really not going to be honest to your audience about the amount of effort the food that you are showing them will take. I don't really need to rinse these off, considering I could just put them in the dishwasher, but whatever. The rest of this goes in the dishwasher, but I gotta wait for that all to dry before I can do that. Can I move y'all to the floor for a minute? Maybe. Cause, I mean, what else do we do but watch the cake rise at this point? Eh. Ooh, and a little bit more. I mean, you can't see the cake rise. I mean, I can hardly see the cake rise. Ooh, I leaned down and the audio got weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to do for this part of the stream. I'm gonna go leave you and I'm gonna go watch the rain. You all can stare at the oven for a moment. I'm gonna go look outside just for a second. There's been some nice rain the last few days. I don't know, man. I definitely take rainy days over 90-degree days, 100%. Oh, I mean, it just, you're not dying. You're living. Living, I say. I need to get myself some loose leaf green tea. I just realized, crud, I did it again. The cable for the camera is underneath the LAN cable for the laptop. Which mostly just means that I can't, like, you guys are stuck on this side today. Yeah, you really can't see the cake in there at all. Oh, what the heck? Why is that so much, like, taller? I don't know why, but this, like, I need to figure out why this thing is also just kind of, like, extra slanted. Can I angle you up just the tiniest amount? Oh snap, the rain just picked up. I did see a bit of a storm cloud on the horizon. Oh gosh. There's a group of kids that I know lives in the apartment. This track is loud. There's a group of kids I know live in the apartment, and I see them, they must have been playing outside. I see them trying to get in. Well, the cake is a cake, I think. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. Oh, also, like, one second. Can I move? I'm gonna move you guys to the edge of the thing so I can still read chat from down here. I'm slowly figuring out how to utilize my kitchen setup. There we go. Wait, no, the screen turned off immediately. There we go. Now I can peek up at chat. Or just vibe for a bit. See, I can vibe to the music now. Isn't that such an improvement? Oh, whoa, oh, I guess that would oh man, I made myself dizzy. I guess that counts as spinning. Not that dizzy. Not like completely, like, falling over dizzy, but just like, whoa. But yeah, I need to get myself some loose leaf green tea. We have some green tea packets, and I like to slightly customize my brew. So I've just been ripping the green tea packets open, dumping them in my tea thing, and then adding whatever else to that. Clearly I'm too thirsty from spilling. Whoa, one second. The rain is crazy over there. Oh man, I love the rain, dude. After it being so hot and dry, it's such a lovely sight. I say as I can hardly see out the window because it's coming from that direction. It is kind of fun to still be able to talk to stream while just like, just leaving, leaving and looking out the balcony. Also, I need to just keep reminding myself, it's called a balcony. Not a porch. Not a, patio. I mean, I guess you could consider it a mixture of these things. But balcony, I think, is the most accurate term. I think it just is weird because, like, there's a balcony below the balcony, and that just, in my head, that doesn't seem correct. I think I'll be able to tell when it's done. It's taken its sweet time, and it'll probably continue to take its sweet time. So I need to figure out what to talk about while waiting. Oh, I mean, another year of me. So does this, you know, we oftentimes have our, like, oh yeah, how's the year been kind of thing on New Year's, but I don't know, wouldn't, like, your birthday be the actual New Year's to do, like, oh, how's the year been? Because for you, that's been a full year, more than New Year's is. New Year's is like the wrap up for business, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Am I getting irradiated by sitting here? Funny enough, I think because of the way I was baking this cake, I think it actually should come out decently flat. Man, it has gone fully gray outside. But yeah, I guess, like, I could talk about what the last year has been like, because around this time of year, I guess, so there's like a mixture of things where it's like I have a lot I could talk about, but there's some amount of it that I probably have to, like, I feel like I have to sort of beat around the bush, I guess is the correct term, because I don't know, I'm pretty open about stuff on stream, but some stuff does feel a bit personal, I guess. Cause yeah, like exactly 1 year ago, I had a very bad birthday. Yeah, it was a mess. Which ironically, I guess, that was the year I didn't do one of these streams. I don't think I did a follow-up afterward. I can't remember. Maybe I did. It wasn't on my birthday though, because like the whole thing was like, you know, I had people visiting and stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess last year around my birthday also was where we had the rising hype and then the crashing reality of things just not quite working out where we could buy a house. But we kind of got like a little too committed. I don't know, we probably could have backed out, but also I think me and Dan were going a little insane. We felt like we had to move. So this was a very stressful time of year last year in that we weren't entirely sure how things were gonna go. We were like reworking things, figuring out everything leading up to moving here. I would say, you know, in the end, I still think it was all worth it, despite all the stress. I would generally say I'm happier living here. Now, of course, it is really funny bringing it up after, like, that week or two of just everything being, like, cooked and warm, and that being, like, one of those silly things that I had been getting tired of living at the old place, which was the just horrible air conditioning and... Well, you never quite fully escape some of that, but maybe that's why losing out on getting a house was one of the more awkward things. Just because it would have had central air. That's the one thing. Like, I could probably live here for a while, but dealing with summer is like the one thing that makes me think to myself, I still need to move somewhere else. No. But at least, okay, so, like, living here has not been, like, an impending doom kind of, I'm going to go insane if I'm stuck here kind of situation. That's, like, there's... Every other improvement makes the air conditioning thing feel very petty. It does make it kind of funny, because I originally thought, okay, the winters were going to be, like, the main thing to get used to. I acclimated to winter up here so easily, even though it's way colder than where I was living before, that I guess I'm just more of a winter person after all. The cake is getting closer. It is still getting kind of round, though. I wonder how thick it'll be once we release it from its prison. Um, but yeah, I will say though, like for me, I guess my reasons to want to still move to another place are kind of petty at this point. But my reasons that are unrelated to my own specific desires, maybe less petty, because one of the things I wanted with moving, and the one sort of sacrifice that I'm not the happiest with is Dan can't do as many projects as I think he would like to. Like, his employment's a lot better now, so, like, money isn't as much of, like, a problem as it was before. But, and oh gosh, see, that's the torture. He now has a job where he has the days off where he can do things like he wanted to, and I guess that's the one big thing is I would want to make sure he could keep employed in the kind of thing he's doing, except the complicated part now is if we move too far away from this city specifically, I'm not sure if he would be able to find an equivalent job. I don't know. The one that he got is known in the area for being a very nice place to work. And so, yeah, I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like, it's going to be nice for a while, and it makes living here more worth it. But, again, he can't do workshop stuff. We live in an apartment with, you know, just a very small feeling 2-car garage. I mean, it's pretty average, I guess, for a 2-car garage, but when that's the only space you have to work in, and obviously it's like, you know, he can't do welding. Like, that's completely out of the question. We can't do anything with, like, aluminum casting or any more major projects. There's stuff that it's like technically he could get away with doing in the garage, but the amount of noise it produces would probably raise some complaints. Like, you know, you can't just take like an angle grinder to something. These are the kinds of reasons why living in the country kind of appeals to us, is you need that buffer space and like trees and all that other kind of stuff between people where you know that you're not making them go insane. You're a bit crackly on and off. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why. One second. Well, the cake needs just a minute more here, but let me go see if I can figure out the crackly issue. That's a bit weird. This microphone's really good, so I'm not sure why we would be crackling. Unless it's just I'm below things too much. Can I hear myself real quick? I mean, obviously now that I'm in the room, the connection's gonna be better. Test. Am I still crack? Oh my gosh. Talking over myself is impossible. It might have just been where I was. Oh, it's like one of those machines that make you unable to talk. I should practice with this so I can figure out how to avoid them jamming my voice. Oh my gosh, it's impossible. This is the exact delay. It must have just been way. Maybe the microphone. Anyway, let me tab that back to where it should be. Grab that for later. Anyway, I think the cake should be about ready. Let's see. Obviously, I do not think I'm going to need to toothpick test this cake because it is small. It's very, very small. Aha! Perfect golden crust. It's too bright in here. Can I like, if I angle it more, will the lighting go away? Close enough. Man, I need to figure out the brightness settings. Hello, Noop. How do I pronounce your name again? Noop. Noop. No apathy. You get to go up here now. Unpronounceable chat members get the high chair. Alrighty. I don't know why I've put you so high up where you can see my dirty dishes. Ah! And anywho, the, I could make you taller. Do you want to be taller? One second. I gotta be careful with this. The moment I realized I could put this up like this, you all were doomed. This is unreasonable. Like, anyway, cake goes in. Cake goes in freezer for a little bit. I just want to rapidly cool this thing. You know, so one more time before I put it in. Again, I really wish I could make it less bright in here somehow. I don't think I have... No, these don't have, like, slider scale. I can tell I put too much baking soda in that just by the way it smells. Again, not my intention, but this is my punishment for not scooping it out properly. How's the bald spot doing? Let's see. Come on. There we go. It's not too bad. I think it's kind of weird that the middle swirl is as empty as it is, where everything else is doing so much better now. I'm 30. These are the things we talk about. We use our high up camera to figure out how our bald spots are doing. Right. So, stand mixer. I haven't made icing in a while. But it's not like it's the craziest thing in the world to do. Okay, I need to figure out how... Can I angle this? Like... Okay, you know what? It doesn't need to be this high. I'm taking you back down. You've lost your long leg privileges because I just need access to not unplug the camera, please. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no! Oh no! Is there a mute button? Ah! I'm just gonna take the microphone off and put it over here. Oh. Okay, I don't know if another sneeze is coming. I might be fine. Okay. I might be fine. This is what's nice about having like a quick clip microphone. I'm a little sniffly now. Oh man, sorry. That's maybe I should take. You know what? I'm gonna take this off again and blow my nose. Yes, I washed my nyans All is good. This is, like, such a dangerous position for the camera. It's literally leaning forward now. Oh, gosh. Whoa, why is everything stuttering? Ah, what did I do? Did I create a Faraday cage for a second? I'm wondering if this is going to be, like, decently visible. So, one second. There's just a bit of dust, but there's stuff on this. Oh! Oh, there was way too much water over here. Ah! I got everything wet! What have I done? I almost got water all over the weird purple Oreos my brother brought home. That should be visible enough, I think. Yeah, it's like way better than what I had set up before. Of course, I really do wish I could... What the heck? I almost do wonder if this is producing a Faraday cage with the metal of the camera. Because, like, if I go behind this, the signal knocks out. Okay, what does my stream look like if I just turn off the light? I just want to know. Okay, that's a little too dark. I just don't like how the webcam does have, like, a pretty crazy exposure, and I'm not sure if I can adjust auto exposure. Whoa. I'm not sure if I should stick with that, but that's an interesting vibe. Spooky. What about that one? I feel like that one's gonna make it extra bright, though. No, that almost works. Okay, that's a freaking weird vibe, but like if I only use like the ambient lights, what do we get? Yeah, I switched. This is actually the hooded light, like the one right above the countertop. And then the door light. I turned off all the other lights. It's really weird. Right, where was I? Okay, I'm gonna go over to the microwave and soften the butter. I probably shouldn't make that much icing, but you do what you gotta do. No, I should not be defrosting. Wait a second. Actually cancel that. There's settings. I have to just soften, melt. Oh, I was using the wrong setting. Oops. Butter, margarine, 1 stick. Okay, so, okay. I don't entirely like how this is formatted. Like that, I guess? Wait, is that soften or is that melt? Cancel. Okay, that's soften. Sorry, the instructions are perhaps not the most clear sometimes. I think the music ended. I can know these things now. I can know these things. The only downside is the where's the next track? I had something lined up. It's gone now. One second. I'll just grab the one that we always have. Yeah. It's a little louder. Just tell me if that's like too loud or whatever later. Oh, I probably didn't want to actually leave that butter in there the whole time. Oops. Yeah, that's a little extra soft. Can I scoop this out of here without it melting into the microwave? Okay, I think I saved pretty much all of it. Let me just get the little bit that dripped. A little extra soft. to say the least. Why, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if you could tell. I'm just doing. I'm not knowing. I'm hardly being. Oh, loud. Which one is it? It's this one. This stand mixer is yet another example of something that was very nice to find at a thrift store, but also it's a bit of a where did I put those? I know I have them. I've used this before. I wish I had a step stool. They're probably not up there. They're back here. It ends up also being a bit of a gateway drug, because now I want a proper, like, more modern one. Also, this one didn't have working dough hooks, and I would really like those. Okay. Also, it broke at some point. So Dan actually had to add this switch into it to turn it on and off. So, like, I think before it would just click on with the dial. Now, you know, the switch will be like minimum speed, and the dial decides how fast it actually goes. So it's interesting. I think it was like there was just a dumb little plastic mechanism or something, and, you know, Dan being Dan, he ended up improving it. I oftentimes wonder, and again, this is why I really need to reward Dan with a workshop one day. Because otherwise I really feel like I find it awkward that, you know, I never quite got into a lot of the stuff he got into, but I feel like maybe I should have, because, I mean, that was one of the things with us moving to begin with. It felt like he was being too burdened by those around him to fix all their stuff. Kind of happens when you're really good at things. Anyway, just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's gonna be a little loud for a little while. We just adjust this until it's just at the edge of the thing. Oh my gosh, the powdered sugar's going everywhere. Let's lower that until maybe it's beaten in more. Oh, too much. I feel like buttercream icing takes quite a lot of butter. I know it's a little silly to push things into the paddle, but I should have used the smaller one. Oh, hi, Lim. I should have 100% used the smaller bowl. I don't know what was going through my head thinking the large bowl was necessary. We literally have a smaller bowl for this kind of thing. Let's go! Playing with fire a little bit here, sorry. Don't freak out. I can only destroy the entire machine. and myself. I'm not exactly sure if I need a BRB bot, considering I was just sitting on the floor for like 15 minutes. And this is coming along. Again, I'm not sure what ratio of butter I really should be using. Like, I put a whole stick in here, I could probably get away with a lot more icing. I guess the easiest way is just to taste it. I mean, that's already pretty good. Oh, it's definitely buttery, though, so more sugar. Sorry, the sort of buttery aftertaste kind of makes it clear. Sorry, I was just rotating it. Haven't made an icing in a while. I think the thing that always gets me is you start, like, looking at recipes for, like, how much powdered sugar do I need? And then it's like, 15,000 gallons of powdered sugar. What? Gallons? I don't know. It's great. Never been able to get the right consistency. The trick, unfortunately, is, I guess, just to own a machine that does it for you. I mean, what? I'm debating how thick I want it, because I want to do something silly today. Like, my entire plan right now is, to make something kind of silly. Oh, the screen turned off. Sorry if it's a little loud in here. Alright, I'm gonna just lift this for a second so I can... Because I do think I want a thicker icing. So how about now? How is it now? It's currently on an 80 stream streak. Wow, you really have come to basically all of my streams. That's... holy moly. With what we were talking about streaming, that's the one thing... Like, I get that, like, I make friends with people, and then my friends want to watch, but, like... Of my, like, regular viewers, it is one of those weird things where I feel like if I could just find more of an audience, I would probably have a decent sticking power, because, you know, I get people, like, you know, I don't have too many people right now, but, like, I get people that stay for, like, 5 years, as, like, regulars, and that's the entirety of how I, maintain any viewership. It's all about discovery, really, rather than, I guess, engagement. Well, I mean, obviously, the engagement's the important part. I think that's perfectly fine as icing. Now the tricky part. Getting it off of this. Well, I have one trick. Let's see if it'll work. Technically, I can turn this on while it's not... By the power of well-placed centrifugal force, I have, like, only half fixed it. I love being able to dance to the music now. With the help of wireless technology. This man can hear when the music goes. Of course, the sound is a little delayed, both from the microphone, like the music getting to me, and then me speaking and getting back. There's no way it's gonna be like synced enough for me to like do to the music. That'll give you everything you need to know about both delays. You know, I'm gonna lick this clean. Heck yeah. It's my birthday. I get to lick my icing. I wonder, with enough effort, if I could, sort of offset the beat and try to sync it to the music. So, like, for what sounds synced to me right now, it's like... But, like, do I have to, let's see... I have no idea what would actually be synced. One more to lick. I swapped before, I'm allowed to grab that off it. In fact, I also just mopped recently. You know, if only I had kept some of my childhood energy. I had almost learned to moonwalk once, and I could kind of do the robot. I was not actually any good at moonwalking, but I tried. I wonder if I could learn to do that. I mean, probably. I rotated very smoothly on camera last stream. Last cooking stream, that is. Certainly, it's possible. Well, it's possible. Just bring this over here. Okay, yep. That may or may not be too much icing. We'll find that out later. Remove this. Okay, I need a towel real quick just to wipe my face off. I got water all over it. Sorry, there's a bunch of tissues. Okay, so next. I'm assuming the rapid cooling of the cake should have worked well enough. I mean, it looks the same size and shape as it was before. It's so convenient. Can I get it off the pan is the question. Maybe? Almost? I wish I had, like, I don't know, fishing string or something. Oh, it's mostly the crusted one over here. Also, yes, it's small on purpose. For those that weren't here at the beginning. The intention is a little goofy. I'm gonna see if I can pull off the thing I want to do. Wow, that is a solid cake, though. Like, that's one of the nice parts about making it so thin. Okay, how's it taste, though? Yeah, it's an okay cake. Doing it on such a whim, I don't expect it to be amazing by any means. Again, no recipe, no nothing. Okay. I want to try to flatten this top a little bit more. So, the trick for that, if I can find something that will work. Way too tall, okay. What about these? Close. Yeah, well, that could work. So the trick is that you put your knife onto something at the height at which you want to cut it. Of course, I wonder if an even bigger knife would have been better. Come on. Okay. I'm not sure if I got the middle, but I think I can... Yep, no, I got the middle. Papa! Holy moly, that trick works so well. Again, I made a very solid... It's kind of... I think it's more like the consistency of like a banana bread, to be honest. It's very airy. Ow. Kind of dry. I kind of expected that. Ow. Let's see here. Okay. The gimmick... Yeah, it kind of actually does taste like a pancake. I mean, it doesn't feel like that should be a surprise by any means, but... Okay. Would this work? I need to figure something out. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do it. Okay. I think I can make this work. Oh! Maybe this is a little too big? You could probably already understand what the plan is. What's slightly smaller? That's larger. Actually, maybe it's just where I'm putting the circle. Like, how much space do I have? Because I kind of can't do the edge. Oh, man. No, this is just too big. I need something slightly smaller. What else do I have? That could work. Almost makes me think I need a 4th layer, even though this is supposed to be a 30th birthday cake. So a 3-layer cake. Oops, I spoiled what the thing I'm doing is. How are the openings on these are not that different. Okay. I need a compromise. I need something slightly bigger than this, but slightly smaller than that. That's even bigger. Certainly I have a circle somewhere. Wait. I have a thing that is literally made to cut and shape circles. Of course. the burger shaping circle that is also meant for, like, anything, really. Is this the one with the... Oh, this is the one with the cut edge, too. Nice. Of course, it's 3D printed. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. Okay. And then I have, like, extra space on the cake, but whatever. So, let's, try not to damage it too much. Oh, man. The edge is not nearly sharp enough, though. So I might just try to... Well, maybe... Okay, I'm gonna try to very carefully... See, this kind of falls in line with me wanting to do more, like, decoration-esque streams. So I wonder if I should adjust the lighting again, because now it's still very bright. 1 second. We're going to the moody lighting. Because the cake is so bright. There you go. Horrible lighting, but still somehow better. Sort of. I don't care if it makes it look like some kind of murder film or something. I don't know. Oh man, you can tell just from the smell of it that I put too much baking soda in. Oh my gosh. I knew when it all flung in there. I should have put way more lemon in to counteract it. This is where I should just measure it out, whether or not I'm actually caring what the measurement is. Boom bada boom. Layer 1. I need a plate for this. Oh, screen turned off. Okay, so next, I'll try to do this as far over this way as I can. Okay, at this point, just because it is still pretty spongy, we're just gonna use these to shape the holes, and then we'll cut them out. Oh gosh, the spongy, like, it's depressing? So I'm pressing it, and so it would be depressing, right? It's unsquishing. De-squishing. There, fine. Okay. Again, not the cleanest cut, but layer 2. I could... I think the 4-layer cake might make the most sense if I can just find a thing to do the 4th layer circle. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of tell I definitely need to do the, if I want it balanced, because this is only a little smaller than the other one, so I think the 4th layer would get the vibe correct. I have no idea what I'm doing. I could try cutting it manually. But here, let me look for, oh wait, there's one thing I could probably use. The soda, like, cups for, like, the pizza soda cups. The pizza place. Tropish red cup. It has saved me. Yet again. Sort of. It's a little rough. Obviously, the rest of this cake isn't going to waste. I'm going to grind it up and feed it to the pigs. Okay, Sorry, I've been watching, like, Vinny's Tomodachi Life series. And I swear twice now, he's done one of the, like, guessing games with the Miis. And there's, like, maybe it wasn't just him. Maybe somebody else had the same reaction. Where they get one of the prizes, and then they see the other 2 prizes, and he's like, oh man, I could have had a pig. And it's just like, I swear I've heard this said multiple times now. Because I think that's one of the default, like, non-custom pets that you can get in the game. I don't know, what did you call me? Also, I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. Just trying to get it nice and clean, because, you know, what else are we doing here aside from decorating a cake? Speaking of decorating it, I know I'm gonna put like a pretty regular icing on top, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing for like anything else. I don't believe I have 30 candles. Or a 3 and a no. Or really anything to put on top of it aside from, I don't know, crumbled cookies for ice cream. I could definitely... You know what? I probably will just eat the other parts of this with ice cream. Okay. And there we go. So... yeah. That's... sort of a cake. It's almost as tall as a proper cake. I don't waste anything. These are going onto the pile of cake pieces. They will be added as toppings to ice cream or something, I don't know. Okay, actually I probably don't need this anymore. It's like, wield the knife everywhere. I'm gonna bring you all down a little bit more. I don't think you need to see anything from above going forward. Let's try switching to that lighting again now that we're back here. Okay, right. So, there is a trick that I'm pretty sure you can do with cakes. I like how, okay, one second. Putting it on this plate, I'll use this plate for something else later. Putting it on that plate makes it feel small. I want to see... There we go. Now if I hold up a picture, it'll seem like a full-sized cake. Except for I can't have my hands in view. And I can't be in view. I need perspective tricks. What could I put next to it to make it seem... There's a whole cup. Ignore the fact that it's literally just a shot glass. Fun fact. Oh, I need to dig that out. I guess I can't put it on my wall, but I could put it in the background again somewhere. Fun fact, the only reason we have this shot glass to begin with is because of, again, it's really funny that Virginia Beach, like, one of their, like, weird little merch things is people have just made it a whole funny thing, the no swearing signs. It does have a waffle-like texture because of the bottom of the pan. The this is kind of waffly. It kind of does also, like, it tastes more like, yeah, pancake or waffle or whatever. Okay, so, whoa, I need to make what I guess I would describe as a very minimal icing for the next part. Pseudo waffle. Just the smallest amount of this. I really, really do not need much. Oh gosh. Do I have a smaller whisk? No. I need to make more of a glaze, I guess, for this next part. So I'm just gonna mix some sugar with some lemon. Which should also help further neutralize the baking soda flavor. There we go. Now it's mixing more thoroughly. I should have actually left you guys up until I finish this part. I don't really need much of it either. I will make it a little bit more. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm hoping this is enough. Yeah, this should be plenty. This is really not a big cake at all. I should not be worried. Just the most basic of glaze, really. Actually, how does it taste with the lemon? Pretty good. Lemon. Okay, so dust that off. The reason why you would want a glaze like this is to take all of the damage. Can I actually, one second. Can I use, is that clean? This might work better. Yeah, so a glaze like this kind of just takes the damage for the actual icing. I think I actually do need more. This is soaking in a lot. Because your icing is going to want to soak in. It's going to be, yeah, you know, as you can tell, it's kind of hard to spread it around properly. In fact, I could probably put this on and then cool it a little bit more. Honestly, at this point, this is just a huge experiment. Because I haven't really done this too much. And I do think this is still too thick. I should have actually left it a little liquidier. So I probably just need to make more. You know what? This is small enough. I'm just gonna try picking it up. Yeah, you know what? I do think, yeah, more liquidy is better for this. So let's put a little bit more lemon in here, a little bit more powdered sugar. This music reminds me vaguely that, aside from these nice headphones, Dan also found Over the Garden Wall just at the store, and he bought that. That's one of those little series that I'm very nostalgic for. I almost kind of made it a fall tradition to watch it again. This kind of music kind of reminds me of it. Not sure what I would describe this kind of music as. But it's the kind of music that comes to mind when you're walking to a fair. Oh, I put way too much water in. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up real bad. I tried to get just a tiny bit of water and it just came out. This music is what plays when Crab fails to, put his icing correct. Well, you will be talked into it, because now that we have it on Blu-ray, obviously I'm gonna watch it again this fall, finally, after skipping out on it a bit. It's definitely the kind of thing where you think about the music, like when the kind of thing you like, and then the music comes back to mind. I wonder if the Blu-ray, I swear there was like an episode that I remember that technically was skipped or something, or maybe it was just, it never got animated. Okay, so this glaze is super watery now. I've really messed up. So is this just Animal Crossing, like, Festival Day music? You know what, I guess the reason I associate it with that kind of, fall festival kind of thing is the fact that you would just have, like, bands off to the side, just kind of playing chill little things to go with whatever event you're at. Is this like the Mario Luigi remake menu music? Because it's very much the Mario and Luigi version of this music, but it's more. It's 2HD. Okay, I'm gonna try this anyway, even though it's kind of weird. Like, I did want it liquidy, but I got a little bit more than I was bargaining for. I want it liquidy just because I feel like it would go on easier, but... maybe not. This is just whatever that, like, syrupy liquid... The stupid SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are very, like, annoyed at each other. And Squidward, like, I don't know, gets, like, some kind of drippings off of a cake. And I forget what he even does with it. Blows bubbles? I have no idea what I'm doing. I've ruined it. I've ruined everything. Souffle sauce bubbles. The one thing I don't know... Actually, here, this is what I can use this plate for. I think I should do all these slightly separately and then stack them one at a time. Honestly, me just trying to figure out all this stuff is... getting the stream runtime that I wasn't sure if I would have. Also, the sides and the very top of the cake are actually probably the most important, so this probably wasn't as necessary as first doing this one. This is the most important one to do. I'm just riffing at this point. This feels like a very incorrect way to make a cake. Holding it like this. I mean, this is just a glorified cupcake, if we're being honest at this point. I just kind of wanted to experiment with a couple methods that I'm almost certain are things that actual, like, bakers do. So again, what I'm doing here with the glaze, if I didn't explain it properly earlier, is if you get the glaze on, like a layer of glaze, I think it's supposed to make it easier to get the layer of actual icing on. But I'm not sure if it's supposed to be glaze or actually just full-on icing that's, like, sacrificial. This is way too liquidy, too. That's the one thing I'm worried about. This is going to be real, just real liquidy in the end. But whatever. I don't waste my mistakes. Granted, I guess the bread was very dry. So this might actually balance out my mistakes. All of my mistakes come together as one success. Sorry, I was just over here getting the rest of it out, just putting it on the original piece. Okay. Now, I do feel as though I let the icing sit too long. So, let's hope that we're not in for a surprise. Also, it's a pretty normal, you know, vanilla-y thing. This is a pretty thick icing. Let's see here. Does this need to be cooled, though? Like, should I try to put it back in the freezer? I think I should. Yeah, that's not gonna... Ow. Okay. We'll give this a couple minutes. I think the process should work. It's just a little weird. That should be fine. It's not gonna fall all over the place. I'm debating if there's a way I can, like, heat up the icing or something to make it temporarily softer. Okay, so I just need to decorate the cake at this point, and I'm not going too crazy with it. I might try to see if I can't, like, color the icing afterward and I don't know, do something with that. Just rinse off some of this stuff while I'm waiting real quick. I definitely need to clean off the bread knife. Let's see. What else? Oh, did I? Oh, no, there it is. I was like, did I discard the towel? Alrighty. Oh, yeah. I should have had this on camera. This cake pan is the exact reason I think these specific brushes are very good for cleaning in the kitchen. Just because it's just like, all these little bumps would be impossible to clean with a sponge. Oh, it's hot. Holy moly. That retains crazy amounts of heat. thing that goes in oven transfers heat good? Oh! Transfers heat very good. We have just a couple foxes. Again, it saddens me how expensive Lego is. We would 100% have the Lego Eevee if it wasn't the most unreasonably priced thing in the universe. I don't think the build fun is worth it just to get another Eevee. Many. I think it's kind of funny because I do not believe I knew that your fox was blue when we got this blue one. So you're just here with the gang now. Also, funny enough, I didn't know Kyle already had an orange version of it when we saw it. It was just in a thrift store. These are mostly clean. Oh, the cutting board. Almost forgot to clean that. Like how I'm just letting the foxes speak for me. Whatever that means. Now, I'm sorry to say, I'm out of foxes. But you may have this as a contingency item. Whatever it may be. It's whatever you want it to be. Specifically if you want it to be a cow. Because I'm pretty sure that's all it is. It only has 2 legs. But nobody said they had to have 4, right? Man, the storm out there is crazy looking from a distance. So I'm eating cake. And I'm having it too. So I'm not 100% sure, like, I guess I move them back now. They can't be here. I'm sorry, chat, they have to go. In reverse order. As if it matters, because they were just, I mean, the pile had collapsed. I think you were, yeah. We're doing reverse order. I have to put them back so that they can guard the money. The money that I have scrounged off the ground. Except for I put some of that in my wallet because I needed it. Oh my gosh. Wait, where did the other one go? Oh, it's still over there. It's not illegal to throw a fox. There's no laws about that. I can throw whatever foxes I want. They're indestructible. You can do whatever you want with them. It doesn't count as animal abuse. The consequences is they themselves may destroy you instead. Okay. Let's see here. So these should be decently cold now. This still has the butter on the bottom of it. Oh, yeah, the plates are cold, that's for sure. Maybe instead of the spatula, I'll just use a regular butter knife. I have no butter knife, so I'll just use a regular spoon. Ignore that noise I made. I was just dying. Yes, I think this is working now. Cake is weird because you'd think fresh out of the oven is like usually, I guess, what people would say is like the ideal way to, like, oh yeah, cookies, fresh out of the oven. Pie, fresh out of the oven. Cake? No, you end up, like, cooling the heck out of it a lot. There's almost... It kind of is... Yeah, there's no such thing as a fresh cake. Sort of. I mean, I guess the soda cake I want to make, technically eating that fresh is fine, because you don't tend to icing it. Of course, even doing it this way, still falling apart a little bit. Oh my gosh. That was too much. That was too much icing all at once. Oh no. Spread it out! Spread it out! The sides are just so hard to get properly. Oh! I was thinking... Cake is easier to just kind of, make and have. But... You know how, like, the internet just has to debate everything? I feel like one of those weird classic debates has always been, cake versus pie? And not gonna lie, I actually do think I prefer pie. It does take more effort, and so I end up eating more cake generally. But, like... I don't know. Cake is oftentimes a little bit... I don't want to say mediocre, but... I don't know. I just feel like any old random person making a pie, it's at least going to be like fruity mush, which is like still good for me. Like, I guess that's the thing with pie. You have to like fruit, and the American palate is ever shrinking. But as somebody that likes fruit, pie's pretty dang good. And I guess the debate of cake versus pie, as silly as it is to pit them against each other, I guess it's weirdly more a question of palate. I mean, it's literally comparing apples to oranges, but, like, certainly we're allowed to compare apples to oranges. You're allowed to have a preference between the two. They're still both fruits. I feel like comparing apples to potatoes or something should be the thing. They're still, like... They're slightly less in the wheelhouse of what each other is. It's like a little bit of crusty stuff around it, but... Oops. I just shoved that into there. Okay, and now the next layer goes on, and we do it all again. But smaller. And also, maybe more precarious? The music's at least slightly fitting. I don't 100% know if my lower layer, like, thing I did is actually working all that well. I mean, maybe it's helping it hold together, but we're still getting a lot of bits of crust in the icing. Maybe I should just wash the knife? Heck yeah, there's the cooking music. That's what we're after. I love how, like, over the years, we've just, like, slowly associated certain countries' like traditional music styles with just like, yep, that one means romance, that one means food. It's a little funny, but you know, that one is just like nostalgia incarnate. This is silly. It's working, but it's silly. I mean, it's not tearing itself completely apart, which is ideal. Really, I think the only thing I could have done to make it, like, better, aside from actually following a recipe, is just waiting more. That's, I mean, almost any meal, or dessert, or food, or whatever, waiting is key to just making it better. In this case, it probably wouldn't have been crumbly, ooh, if I had, like, frozen it completely or something. Also, you can tell this stream comes from a desire of, okay, I've done this, this, and this. What now? And I have been thinking, the problem with my streams, my cooking streams specifically, is I keep relegating myself to the idea, okay, I need to cook a unique dish every time. But, like, half of the actual space of like, baking as an art is the decorating. So long as I think of a unique way to decorate it, you know, I can make the same thing. Like, I could, considering I only really do these once or twice a month, which maybe twice a month would be fun. I've only been doing it one, I think. I kind of think my intention has been, and I've been skipping out on it, my intention has been to do a cooking stream once a month, and like a drawing stream once a month. Like, I feel like I want like a 4-week cycle, where it's just like, okay, cooking 1 week, drawing another week, and then, but I can't think of, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting that I used to do, as like a creative project kind of thing. I guess I used to do like Lego streams, but yeah, I should try to make one of my slots every week be something creative. Because I think, you know, it's for me, it's at least an excuse to do stuff that I like that I haven't been doing. This third layer is struggling to hold on. Let's just, like, press down on it a little bit. I think they're getting warm. They're getting smaller and warmer. Sorry, I gotta detail it on the side closest to me because I can't keep it together otherwise. But yeah, so it's like, I guess the silly part is, like, I did cookies last time. What really stops me from, if I really, really wanted to do a baking stream, like, every month, but couldn't think of anything, like, too unique to do, just a different kind of cookie, or start doing, like, decorated cookies, or whatever else. Like, one thing I would like to do, actually, I need to learn how to make those cookies that have, like, the jelly, the jelly on top. Those are so good. but I don't feel like I ever successfully made them very well myself the 1 or 2 times I had tried. So it's like I gotta look up a recipe and just kind of try to see if I can just make them. Because that's like, that opens a whole well. If I can figure out how to get the jelly consistency nice on that, I mean, then I can make a whole bunch of different treats that are similar. This is very goofy, but also, yes, it's definitely getting warmer and harder to hold it all down. Also, I think it's getting really humid in here. I'm gonna shut the door. We did just have rain pass through. It was really nice a little while ago, but in fact, forgive me if this is loud, but I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner to hopefully cut down the humidity a little bit. I'm gonna try to straighten this out a little bit, but otherwise, oh gosh, I don't know. I might have to just put it in the freezer and hope I can adjust it or something. It's getting too warm. It is, like, it really is a freaking, like, miniature wedding cake, though. It's kind of comical. The closest I can get to having one. Wah, 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 wah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, with the icing, obviously it's a pretty good cake. It's hard to go wrong once you get the icing on, unless you use, the music ended. Unless you use, you know, the evil stuff. And we don't use the evil stuff here. I don't need any fondant. Fondant is so weird because, like, you can roll it out and just, like, put it on top. And it looks so perfect, but also kind of creepy in that it's so not genuine. The cake is a bit small, but it looks good. I mean, small was the intention. The whole time, I wanted to see if I could just make a tiny cake. It was gonna be 3 layers, but I didn't actually have, like, the cup sizes I had to cut it with. It just, maybe I should have made it square, then I could have just made it whatever size I want. Question is, like, once I put all the white on, do I try to color the rest of the icing and, decorate it a little bit more? Where in the world did I put that? Is that up here? Aha, it's in the back. I do have this. Though the cake is so small, I'm not 100% sure if this will work properly for it. I guess we'll want to pick, yeah, so we have a small nozzle, and I guess this is, which one of these? Yeah, this is, so I'll probably use these 2 small ones. We will try decorating this. I can't just talk about, oh, I want to try decorating and then not. Okay, the cake should be a little colder now. It really shouldn't take long, I don't think. Of course, the only problem is the existing icing is also now cool, so getting these bits flattened, like, maybe I should just take them off. It's like we either double down and just add more icing on top, or we have to like chisel this now. Also, yeah, talking about it the other day, Lim, I definitely think I should get past my weirdness and raid people more. You know, the terminologies we use on these services is kind of goofy out of context now that I think about it. I must go raiding. Should we come up with like like a raid message, like, because I feel like, isn't that like a thing people do? They either like have like specific ones for the night, or they have like the channel wide, like, this is the sort of default thing that we say people. I mean, I guess the funny part with that is with my aesthetic. See, I don't. It's so weird. I'm in such a weird thing that I picked this sort of channel aesthetic and this thing that I found fun and enjoyable years ago, and now I feel kind of weird about the whole king thing. As someone that has gone to a no king rally, or yeah, no kings rally, and is very, very, like, I guess it's like you gotta keep the fantasy of it all in your head. I suppose there is something that feels very, but I don't know if it matters that much. I just think it's a fun thing to do. Like, again, we talked about it as like a thing, a very community-y feeling thing. Because, okay, the context of why I'm talking about all this king stuff all of a sudden is I was kind of thinking, King Crabmaster sends his regards. Sounds really funny. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff that I find entertaining about doing that kind of thing. But yeah, I guess there's some symbolism in the fact that I have my, everybody deserves due process sign literally propped up on top of my old crown. Like, it you know. We will conquest the monarchy. Sorry, I'm getting a little too picky here. I was trying to really, really smooth this. But yeah, I will try, I think, to get into the habit of doing it, because I think it would just be nice to do. And I guess I feel more that I've been making a lazy excuses than actually anything reasonable. I think I've been thinking about it because I need to actively fight against this part of myself that is very much a hermit crab. Like, these days, if I were to completely rename my entire brand, I would probably lean into, like, the hermit crab concept more than the king crab concept. But I don't really have a good username for that. I mean, aesthetically, if I were to, like, redo, like, my little mascot, maybe I would make him a hermit crab or something. Because, like, but then again, it's like, okay, well, that would be, like, maybe not these days, but, like, maybe at some point I would have thought about it. But now I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I don't want to be a hermit. I've been doing that to myself for so long, and it's very antisocial. I'm getting way too crazy with this, by the way. Like, one second. Let me Look at the top 2 layers and how, like, clean I've been making them. Oh, one second, move that down a little. Man, I have no idea where to angle this. It's very hard to detail this on stream. I feel like I need to figure out something with the camera. But anyway, yeah, if I do a raid, I guess we can do something silly like King Crab sends his regards. Also, is it dumb of me that I almost actively avoid playing the trendy crab games despite my aesthetic? Like, maybe there's a part of me that, like, crabs were something, like, I had them as a pet, I was really into them when I was a kid, and so, I guess weirdly enough, crabs is just, like, a neat little creature that I like, was always kind of a thing, and it feels maybe different than crabs as a meme? The cake is a beautiful thing. You know, I do feel bad, because I feel like a lot of the old crab trivia I used to know when I was a kid. Which, yeah, I guess it's really weird thinking I'm one of those people where it's just like, oh yeah, this username I've had for 20 years? Oh no, I was a child when I made it. Well, I guess not 20 years, but getting close. Oh no, wait a second. It's based on my original email. Oh no. My email might be 18. My email is an adult. Oh, sorry, I thought I had this in camera. It's really hard to do this on camera. Whatever, my tiny cake. It's pretty enough. Okay, so now I want to take the remaining icing and I want to just try to do some basic detailing on it. And also, is it just me or is the music louder than it was? What? I can't hear you! Ah! So we'll just put, oh, that's probably a lot. A little bit of blue in there. Blue flavor. I have no idea how long we've had this icing set, but probably a little too long. Come on, get in there. Mix. Oh, sorry, I just had a weird idea. I'm not sure if I could pull it off, though. You know what? I want to get daring. I want to get crazy with it. So let me do this. Wait, that's just gonna make it look like toothpaste. What color can I make it that I think any of it's gonna make it look like toothpaste? It's fine. Toothpaste wouldn't look that way if they didn't think it was marketable. Into the tube. Into the tube. Wait. That doesn't really sound like tuba, it just sounds like tube. All over again. Get this on. I need to, okay, one second. I do think I need to set the camera somewhere else for decorating, but let me just, like, maybe pull you back here. I've been leaving you in the same spot for too long. You got too comfortable. I have to jostle you a bit. Plus, you know, you need to just barely be able to see my beautiful, beautiful dirty dishes. Space is required. This is probably gonna be fine. Sorry, I just need to get the icing into the tube correctly. I just need it in the tube a very specific way for what I have planned. This is gonna be amazing if it works, by the way. I guess while I'm doing this, I can put the camera back up a little bit. Okay, so tube is half filled with that. Where did I put it? I put it all the way back, didn't I? Oh my gosh! Things are trying to escape. What color? Green or purple? I feel like purple makes it ambiguously flavored, whereas green I think would make me assume the cake is mint, which is not correct, even though I probably actually should have made mint. Whoa, whoa, audio. Audio's freaking out for me. I don't know if it freaked out for you guys, but... Also, you can't hear the air conditioner, right? I just want to make sure, because it was getting a little warm in here. And it's been on for a little while now. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like this color. It might work out. Maybe a little bit more blue to balance it out, make it a more dark. Oh, it's like gray! I don't like it. I've messed up. Oh, that's even worse on camera. Maybe it's just not deep enough? Oh man, it's like... I guess it's kind of close to a good color. It kind of has a... toothpaste soup? It currently kind of has the color of, like, raspberry ice cream, so I guess it's not that bad. It's a little less gray than I thought it was. Let's see if I can darken it. I want it to be kind of a little darker. This will all make sense once I've got it the color I want. That's just a color theory. You don't hear it on your headphones, that's good. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, I just hit you guys on the container. Come on. Mix! Mix, darn you! I know you can be the color I need you to be. This is very... Oh gosh, I feel like it just became more gray instead. Is there... Oh gosh, what do I need to add to make it... I think I actually would need more types of dye. I don't know if these dyes can make this dark enough. So I think I'm gonna accept it and hope the contrast between the two colors is actually good once they're put next to each other. Yeah, I'm not sure if it'll be like a... I was hoping for a more royal purple, but I don't really think I can pull that off with the really basic color set I have. But like a more pastel is perfectly fine. Okay, here comes the fun part. I gotta figure out how to get this in here. That actually works way better than I forgot that I could just put it in like that. Heck yeah. Verticality. I hope this works like I'm hoping it does and not just a complete disaster. Please. I gotta get it really in there. But I gotta be really careful while I do it. Yeah, might have messed up a little bit. It is kind of thermal paste, isn't it? Oh no! Oh! Don't worry, I just cleaned the counter. Oh. How is thermal paste like the most accurate color you could have brought up to describe this? At least on camera. Like, let me see it again on camera. With the lighting and everything, washing it out more. Oh gosh, that's way too bright. I can't see that. I don't think I really need to get all of it in the tube. But, let's try to get as much of it into the tube as we can. Okay. Screw this in. I hope this works. Oh wait, okay. It seems to be working. Oh no! It is lemon colored frosting. Well, happy birthday to you, I guess. I don't even know if I know your birthday. You're not gonna believe this, but what? I actually should get that down. Can I, like, get this closer? The screen on, the thing turned off. I'm notoriously bad at remembering things like names and dates, so... Also, I guess, like, you know, we gotta remember to add the, the actual birthday number onto it. Yeah, it's good enough. This is the goofiest thing. I'm not sure if I could say it's the goofiest thing I've ever done on stream, but it's pretty goofy. I kinda like the two-colored thing. Maybe if I was, like, twisting it while I put the stuff out, it would be better, but... I don't know, it's neat. Oh my gosh, how close to the camera did I put it? Oops. You missed a little bit of that, my bad. How do I get this out? I thought you were a little younger than 30. Wait, did you turn 30 this year? Wait, are we actually the same age? I thought... Huh. That's weird. I don't know how I got the idea. It was the other way around by like a year or two. I don't know why I wasted a toothpick on this. So are you turning 30? Or are you already 30? Because I guess would that mean you're slightly older than me? Huh. Oh my gosh, that's not correct. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you are slightly older. I don't know why. Must have been some or another comment or conversation we had that made it seem the other way around. You know, oh my gosh, what the heck? That makes me feel slightly better because I thought you were like, I thought you were like a year or two younger than me and like doing more than me. Maybe that's what convinced me, is my brain just trying to beat me down. Two, three, four, five, six. It doesn't actually matter how many of these I put on here. Ah, these weird tall. I'm not an old man in the group. Thank goodness. We're peers. I've never done little details like this, so I'm kind of just trying to figure out how they're supposed to look. I never be old. Yeah, could you stick around then for as long as possible? This cake is getting chaotic very quickly. I am assuming icing consistency makes a lot of difference in like doing these like things. Also the actual nozzle size. I think this nozzle is too big for what I'm trying to do. But also obviously method is at the core of it. Yeah, actually, okay, I think I'm figuring it out. I mean, I still think the nozzle would help a bit, but here, let me try redoing the top ones. It's kind of better. Yeah. It is what it is. Okay. This is the fanciest little cake I've ever made. Do I want to try anything at the top? Like, can I make it a unicorn? Sure. It's a unicorn now. I think I just officially finished it. Holy moly. I think I can end the stream now. And I can, actually, you know what? I should have remembered. I think I officially turned, wait, how does time work? Wait, time zones. Does me being in a different time zone? Because I think I was born at like 7 o'clock in the evening or something. Did I turn 30 an hour ago or 2 hours ago or literally now? I don't know how this works anymore. 2 hours ago, okay. So, oh, I started the stream 30. Okay, just barely. Nice. Anywho, can Can I try to present this on stream? I don't know how to present this. Also, you know what? For presenting stuff like this, I think it would make sense to bring over my little neat little thing. A gift from eons ago. Like, can I bring this up and just kind of... Why is this falling over? What the heck happened to this? Huh? What's going on? What is happening? Of course, you know, it's got the little crab on it, but you can't really see that. No dropping. I pretty much glued it to the plate at this. Actually, yeah, at what point would it drop? Oh, yeah, about there. Okay, so about 90 degrees. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with this cake. And by this cake, I actually mean what I'm proud of is this cake. This was here's your thumbnail material. There it is, my birthday cake. What a lovely creation. But anywho, let me put the actual cake back on stream. Can I get like a slightly closer view, or what can I do here to just improve presentation before I finale? Anywho. Actually, what if I change the lighting again? Ba-ba-ba-ba. How's that look? It looks fine. Of course, I still need to figure out a way to present it that makes it look absolutely massive. I don't know, the contrast on that lighting. There's gotta be a way. So the one thing I couldn't figure out with this webcam, as much as I like it, I could not figure out how to like adjust the auto like gain better. So like 1 second, let me mess with the exposure real quick. I just want to see if I can turn off the auto exposure for a second and just get. I don't know. It just feels bright to me. Properties. Configure video. I guess I could turn off white balance and turn everything yellow. It's like, yeah, I feel like the auto white balance is a little crazy. Oh, right, I can't do auto exposure. It freaks out. Right, oh gosh, I forgot how weird that is. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's only normal when it's on auto exposure for some reason. I do wonder if the white auto white balance is kind of weird. Yeah, I feel like it's something about like the anti-flicker that's kind of weird. See, warm colors are just so much more appealing. Even if maybe it's technically slightly more accurate. Anywho, there she is. The final view of the cake for the evening. Yeah, Thank you all for coming by. I had a lot of fun making this goofy little thing. And I will not be streaming tomorrow. Thank you for the happening birthday. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I think I'll be streaming on Friday, but I don't think I'll be streaming on Saturday. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna force. I want to play my Create Aeronautics. You can't stop this, even if the other days are busy. Anyway, yeah. I don't think that picked up on microphone, but Dan's over in the corner and he's trying to drink from his water bottle. And it just made the goofiest noise. Anyway, on that note, I don't know, see you all in a year or something. Is that how this works? I don't think that's how this works. Bye everybody, thank you for coming by. Bye. Where's my button? There it is. Bye. Oh wait. Crud. I was gonna. Oh, wait a second. Wait, no, the stream's gonna end before I can find it. Oh, crud. Stream manager. Raid channel. Crud. Oh, no, I do not have the time for this. Are those uptimes in minutes or hours? I wanted to find somebody who is. Oh, it's too late. I messed up.